Irene AI headquarters in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Today we're with the team from Modus DAO. They're doing some tremendous work. We're really delighted to have them. Gary, tell us a little bit about yourself and your Web3 journey.
Yeah, sure. First of all, hey Tony, how are you? And thank you for the invite. I'll introduce myself. I'm Jerry Alvarez. I'm the founder for Modus DAO, and I'm a psychologist and a regen entrepreneur. I have been in the space for over 7 years. We have been building this product for around 5 years almost. And we have been in the space mainly learning about DAOs, about like how we can bring new use cases for this technology, and especially how we can bring it to the masses. So we have been working on different onboarding techniques, onboarding community from different parts of the world, and currently we're building our product to provide self sovereignty and data ownership, data self ownership, and financial inclusion. So yeah, we have been working a lot. We are here with our team. We are with Benjamin Busali, co-founder, and with Cesar, CTO for the project. So thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Cesar, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, nice to meet you guys, everyone. My name is Cesar. I live in Mexico. I've been a developer since I've been 14 years old. Right now, I'm 32, and I've been basically in the space of crypto developing for around 6 years now, since 2020. And I've been all around EVM, Solidity, Rust, and basically I fell in love with the idea of having decentralized data because of the current AI situation, right? Like I'm very into sci-fi and sci-fi authors, and I think all this kind of stuff of how AI is manifesting and how data is going to be valuable in the future is really important. So I decided to join Motus, and thanks for Jerry for inviting me around a few months ago. And yeah, we're here. Uh, Trying to break it, right? Like trying to bring a cipher product to the space that is actually useful in the mental health space, and we're trying to experiment how to extract value from all this data that might seem that it's not valuable, but it's really valuable, and we might start soon um leveraging that. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, since 12,
Absolutely.
OG, let's go. Ben, what's going on with you?
Hi. Thank you, Tony. Well, I'm Benjamin. I'm a psychologist. I have a master's degree also in psychology and clinical psychology. And I also joined the Modus DAO team with Jerry as well 5 years ago. I helped him build a psychology community. It was a really interesting story because I was really worried about the mental health situation globally, actually, not just like clinically. And it's a really complex and delicate, sorry, delicate situation. And I talked to Jerry, and he brought to me this tech, political, new perspective. And I was amazed by what the psychology could be clinically on the quality side of the therapy, but also technically, financially. And that's where I fell in love with the project. I also knew Jerry as well from psychology before. And I notice now that this project has a lot of potential also in the tech space, the programming space as well. And that is very important also for psychologists to know, because at the end of the day, this is an ethical and a data driven world. So it's very important for our mental health. And I think that we should be working on that on all its operations. That's what I do as well on the Modus DAO community. I handle all the operations that are going on tech, on finance, on the psychology department. So yeah, it's a lot of work also with other psychologists. I brought a lot of psychologists also on the beginning of the project, so we could start working on the product and start testing it, because it was very difficult to acquire psychologists at the beginning of this. But now it's been 5 years. It's been a long road, and now we have 100 psychologists around the world with 150 patients taking therapy. So it's doing pretty good. And well, now we're gonna talk about all the deeper project with Jerry, with Cesar, that are part of the team, that are happy and valuable. I think that without a team, without amazing people, this wouldn't be possible. No, so thank you also, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Gary, let's dig into this problem statement a little bit deeper. Tell us more about what you've experienced and what you're seeing out there in the field.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Well, first of all, we've noticed that there's a fragmented service. No, so also psychologists are there's a huge gap between technology and mental health innovation, and usually psychologists are not so up to date to different technology use cases. No, so that's like the first block that we had, since psychologists are not really interested on maybe getting into the Web3 space or getting into the crypto or NFT worlds. So that's like the first blocker that we had. So it's just like how to bring real utility to them, and how we can bring them crypto into real use for them. No, like how are they gonna be doing their off ramps and everything. So I think that part has been an important part that we have been not struggle. I mean, we have been struggling with it over the last years, but right now, with all of these technological advances as well, I think that we're able to provide a much more seamless experience for users and for psychologists as well, and especially regarding international payments. I think that that's like other than psychotherapy itself, international payments is like one of the most broken parts of the process. Of, for example, there's a lot of psychologists who are attending people in Argentina, and their user is based on Mexico, for example. So they have to pay either by usually Western Union, PayPal, and it's just like mad consuming time, and as well fees are pretty high. No, and as well, if PayPal decides that they are gonna give back the money to the user, they're just gonna give it back and you're gonna lose it, like without previous warning. So I found that this is like a lot of friction for psychologists, but however, they are already way used to it. They are used to long waiting times and expensive fees. So we're also trying to change this. And also we have a research and development department, where we're able to see like all the latest, for example, psychotherapy research development that has been going on specifically in the clinical part. And we're able to take all of these innovations and bring them together into one single space. We have a DAO, which we're pushing for decentralized research. And people are just coming here with their research investigations, sharing some lights into new things that are happening, or new applications that can be done. And I think that this is pretty important. So that's just like the first part. But as well, right now, through AI, we're able to work on better onboarding flows, which means that people are able to do more by understanding less. No, and as well, while providing this co-pilot, we're able to provide a much more seamless and user-friendly experience, which in the past was not so easy to achieve. No, or it didn't have like enough details about your project or about like the full flow, rather than if you connect an custom MCP to for you to be able to get like all that specific context of your project. No, so that brings us to training as well AI based on all of this research. and specifically Benjamin has been doing a pretty good job in research in Latin America for the last 7 years, I guess, where he has been leader in the community for the research in clinical investigation, specifically in psychoanalysis. And that brings us a lot much closer to real clinical and real psychoanalytical users that we can bring into the community. But that also means that we have to teach them about the project. What's a DAO? What they can do in a DAO? How are we using our token? How they can vote for proposals? How they can participate? How they can contribute to in different levels in the project? No, so we're gonna be talking a little bit more about that. But on the technical part, we are also designing this privacy by design platform where we enable users as well, just a new type of AI data economy that so far it's not here yet, because Web3 has been evolving, and the way we're using decentralized identity containers and how we're using tradable assets to be managed by the program derived account. Well, that's just like a new innovation that we're bringing on the field, that this brings us much closer to having a multi-chain identity and having as well interoperable data for specific use cases on blockchain, while providing real encryption and real privacy for users through CKPs and other technologies.
Yeah, that's terrific. Obviously sounds phenomenal. Let's go ahead and dive into a demo, see what the platform actually looks like.
Yeah, sure. Happy to jump in. So let's reload the site. So we created this. I'm gonna be walking you through the whole application, and I'm gonna be showing as well my console log for you to be able to see what this application is doing on the backbone, what's gonna be happening behind the veil. So basically, whenever we start, we see the Arcium encryption service initialized, and we see that it's working with MPC, which means that we are using Arcium to encrypt the important conversations, which we're gonna see a little bit. And I don't know if you're able to see my Phantom wallet.
Yeah, we are.
So-
Not your wallet specifically, but we see this connecting.
Great.
Phenomenal, though, that you guys are working with RCM, one of the best protocols in the space, highly reputed, phenomenal team. So very cool. And we've seen so much success from similar protocols that are, building on top of RCM. So I love that you guys went with RCM.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Arcium has a great tech stack, and specifically how you're able to connect to their infrastructure, and how you're able to connect to MCPs, and then you're able to use CKPs as well within their product. I think that's amazing. So here we have a little bit more for the introduction. We like the lunar punk aesthetics and what it implies. So here we have a little explanation about how it's working, a few steps. We have the problem, the solution. I'm not gonna go really deep into it. I'm just gonna dive a little bit more into the live demo instead of just showing all of this or reading it. So we have here just the full complete ecosystem. So SideChat works as top of a funnel, which you're gonna see why. And it's a complete ethical AI solution. We also have human oversight for mental health care. That's why we call it an AI human hybrid, because our first layer of interaction is with this chat. Okay, so we see here the Arcium service initialized with the real network. So now it's time to mint our identity human NFT. Okay, so we created this special Anchor IDL program where we are able to create this unique salt-bound token identity. So I'm gonna be sharing here the sometimes it takes a little time to load the transaction. Let's go here while it charges. So here we see that we were able to mint the human NFT successfully, and we're able here to talk. Once we mint the identity, it's gonna allow us to have a therapy chat with trained AI. So here we can just say hi to it. Let's see here if the transaction, okay, it's not processed, it's weird, but okay, so here we have that it's giving us a response. And once we already have an identity human NFT minted, we're gonna be able to mint a chat NFT. No, so here we're gonna be paying as well the transaction. This is based on a Metaplex token program. And here we were able to mint it successfully. Let's see if this is gonna give us the transaction. Okay, let's look for it. It is here. Oh, I see why. What's happening? Okay. So here we're able to see precisely 2 minutes ago the creation of this human NFT. And here we're able to see a little bit more information about everything that's happening behind the token. No, so here, for example, we're able to see the program, and here we're able to see all the previous identities we have been minting. And especially if we go to the program IDL, we're gonna see all the data that's gonna be expanding this program IDL. So the way it works, this program derived account is gonna be expanding specifically with this metadata, which means that, for example, if we go back to the app, we're able to see how every time we finish the conversation, we are able to mint. Oh, I need to go back to the screen. We're able to mint the chat NFT, and this brings us the possibility to mint chat NFTs, which are going to be tradable assets that are controlled 100% by your program derived account. So here we see the side chat session, we see the number, and we see here all the metadata that it's going to be expanding the human NFT. So why is this important? Because once you're able to get enough data, you can just press here, talk to a human therapist, and AI is going to give you, through the topics that were created through your data sets, it's going to be able to identify key topics and recommended specialties. So you have a more curated.
Sorry, Jerry. I don't know if you can switch maybe the, yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Right.
Then I'll go back here to the flow. So once you finish your therapy, you go here, and it reads your key topics, and it identifies recommended specialties, and all of this is done through CKPs. No, so and all the data is going to be stored on Walrus. So all data is only accessible to users, So in a way, we have the full data encryption, and it's gonna be stored in Walrus. No, it's gonna be giving us where it's being handled and where it's being stored. And we here see, for example, if we go through a percentage match for different psychologists. So we're able here to press time, and we're able here to join a call, which we have right now our own Jitsi running and working. And once we finish the session, again, new it's gonna do a new transcript from all the video call data, and it's gonna create a new summary note, and all of these blobs are gonna be stored again on Walrus. And the key topics are gonna be on top of it, so we're able to proceed with the CKPs faster. So we're not reading the full blobs, rather only the key topics. So we also have here a pay for therapy button, which enables automatic payments for the kept wallets on our database. So psychologists and users can enable seamless payments. So once we have all of those data sets, both the chat NFTs and the video NFTs, we're going to be able to go to the marketplace. The marketplace, we imagine that, for example, Stanford Psychology Lab is looking for depression recovery trajectories, or maybe Microsoft is looking for workplace stress productivity analytics. So let's say that they're looking to buy data and high quality data to train their AI models. So here, for example, we can see that we can claim the price only if we run through data eligibility, which is being run through CKPs and MPC encryption. So here we see that, for example, we have this listed data already, but let's say that we want to sell this data. No, so we press here, and it's giving us a price breakdown of why they're paying us this price. So this is the site token, which is enabled and created by design to become a utility token, where users are going to be paying the site chat service with this token, and the companies are going to be paying and rewarding users using this token. So this brings an inherent and it brings us a utility token by design. So let's list the product. And here the product was, the data set was listed for sale. So once we already have this data set for sale, once we already have this data that has been interacting with these programs, we're going to be getting money for the interaction that we're having by selling our own data. So this is important that this is optionally. This is not for everybody by design. It's just if you want to monetize over your own data sets and you don't want to have them sitting there. So basically what we created is real world assets to become liquid. So we have here a total value platform, a total value of the portfolio. So we're able to claim the UBI and the auto compounded UBI. So this enables a new layer of financial products on top of this privacy by design platform, which enables users to be interacting with, for example, all of this is on Raydium for instant liquidity. So this brings us to all of this information that, for example, the DeFi yield options, and where your money is going to be working, getting its yields from. And finally, we have here a platform, the portfolio, where you're going to be able to see all your information, all your therapies, sessions, and NFTs. Where are they being stored? How long or how big are they? All the psychologist connections that you've had during the past, your payment history, both outgoing and ingoing payments, your yield, your current yield positions, and basically that's it for the live demo. It is a full ecosystem that we're creating. So there's going to be a lot of AI computational power going through this, as we're going to be needing the therapy chat, but as well we're going to be doing the AI analysis and the video transcoding to enable blobs. So yeah, that's basically it, what we have been working on.
That was insane. I mean, so sweet. The UX, the cypherpunk is so sick. And I mean, the amount of value that you guys packed into one platform, like, damn, I'm impressed. So sweet. We only have a couple more minutes left. And I know we'll get into it on the next call as well, but it would be great, Gary, if you just touch on the tokenomics.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we currently have this this Psi token that it's gonna be used for paying specifically the therapy chat, where users are gonna be able to access this service with the use of that token. No, so that's on one part. On the other part, well, psychologists as well are gonna be receiving this token, and they're gonna be able to exchange them here. No, wait, I'll touch a little bit more about the tokenomics, but we have here a token trading platform. So if you want to exchange your side tokens for real USD, you're gonna be able to do it. So basically, what we're enabling with this is our tokenomic to become a real utility token. And as well, the companies are going to be having to buy this token for them to be able to participate in the data marketplace. No, so that's pretty important, because that brings us as well a market cap and total value locked, no, by design, which is pretty important. So for now, the tokenomics are only going to be experimental for this project, and especially with the token that we're going to be launching on Cyrene. A little bit more details we're going to be sharing precisely during the next calls. So we can say that, where was it? Yeah, we're not just optimizing for market cap, we're optimizing for useful volume. And where was it? And okay, so here I'm gonna be sharing this slide. So we are gonna be capturing for this current token that we're gonna be launching with Cyrene AI, 1% of the trading volume. We're not gonna have any control over the market cap or liquidity, and we don't have full price control. And the final tokenomics are intentionally undefined, as we're gonna be using this as a fractional claim on a future token allocation, and it's going to be used as a public coordination and an experimentation tool. No, so yeah, we're going to be providing a little bit more insights into how we have specifically designed with this token. I mean, we didn't have the time to do the pitch, so we're gonna do it for the next call. But yeah, that's like a little bit about what we are planning.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate it so much. We'll definitely get into more on the next call. But I mean, this project is absolutely jam-packed with value, serves a greater good. And yeah, I mean, y'all are absolutely cooking. So Tremendous work, and yeah, super excited to keep the conversation going. And yeah, we'll keep everybody updated on y'all status. So thank you so much, and yeah, we'll chat soon.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much, Tony. Thank you,
Appreciate it.
guys.
Bye now.